Oh, okay. So yeah, can you I got Mr. Gus Weir Senior in the studio now about to start discussing salute memory. So it would really be nice if some we can get on the station on the line pretty soon. Can you hear me?
I already connected you people, right? Or you're just on the online like that?
We're just online, but we're not live in the studio.
All right, so maybe if I get it, then I will try to see how best.
Mr. Gus Weir.
Yes, sir. Mr. Wright, how you doing, my brother?
I am doing excellent, man. How yourself, Chief?
I'm doing great, sir. Thank you, brother. Thank you for having me.
All right, all right, all right. It's good to have you here, man. Good to have you. I mean, I shouldn't be telling you, you know how we do it here. Uh, it's just you and myself now, but other panelists will be joining us pretty soon. Um, a lot of people been coming in and out of the studio, so in and out of the program. I've been watching. I just put the solo picture of, this one, the big guy, in a very joyous mood, looking like,
Right,
talking to the press. And I wanted to put this picture up because it reflects who Solo is.
right.
You can see the crowd behind him there. It's like he's in his element,
Right.
and engaging with the press and just being Solo. You know what I mean?
That's correct.
Um, but your presence here today will bring this home because you are a very close confidant to Mr. Solo. Ever since I've known you, you have talked about Solo, and it's my understanding that you guys share some real close bond. And on this very solemn day where we all want to look back and see who Solo really is, and that just look back in memory and
Mhm.
in remembrance of him, and just talk about some of these things that brought Solo to the limelight and that put him up there on the national pedestal, that people begin to appreciate his intelligence, his leadership,
Right.
um, both within corporate America and within the body politics of Liberia. I never met Solo, but I felt I felt connected to him, just by watching him talk,
Right.
the passion, the eloquence, the knowledge, the
Hmm.
experience that this guy, put forward was unparalleled.
Right.
Young guy, I say young because I'm older than him, you know.
Right.
But you never know that Solo was that young, because of the intelligence that he has
That
and
is
the way
correct.
he spoke, the
Yeah.
way he goes about his things. And there's some moment that you watch Solo, you're like, this guy, where is he from? Yeah.
I know.
But that was the kind of brilliance that Solo brought to the forefront.
That is correct.
And as we look back on this day to remember him, I can't imagine speaking to anyone other than you, Mr. Gus Weasinium, to just take us through the moment and talk to us. We have our audience watching, and let us know who Solo really is, how you
Thank you.
met Solo, and throughout the years, as you watch him as a close friend, and
Right.
his engagement in his personal life, especially in the body politics of Liberia.
Might be right.
Uh,
That's right.
and just bring it home, man. Talk to us, Gus.
Thanks, Mr. Wright, for this opportunity, to talk about a living legend. Now he's not, but I still consider it to be a living legend.
Yes.
So then now we came a very long way, a very long way. Solo, I met Solo in 2005, briefly. during the time of the campaign, but he was not in the front of CDC. So after the election didn't go the way the CDC thought it could have gone, he retreated back in the US, and he was in Minnesota, in Montana first. And then we kept in touch. And we just, kept in touch over and over. And we were like,
hello, who put a call through?
hello?
Who called?
Hello? Can you hear me now? Is that right?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. And so we've been in touch and we became very close. And, when I listened to Solo, when he started strategizing about the political party, CDC, how he wanted the party to be, and then his connection with Josh, he's a guy that loves soccer as well, football. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, he reached out to me, well, Gus, this party, I think we need to do a lot of work, So I said, man, I was out of the UN at the time, so I was most focused on the UN side, and he was like, he want to change Liberia, Grand Jude, Liberia, the entire country, And so I was like, man, you got great ideas. All we have to do is to, to say that to Josh and make sure that he understands exactly where we wanted to go. So there were other chairmen here and there, but Solo was with Josh all the time, and so Solo he was. First one knew Solo, he was the regional director for Opportunity Africa, but he was based in Accra for one of the banks. So, his background is in finance and HR. So, he was there supporting, the idea with what Josh wanted to do, and he will call me and say, man, we got to support Josh, we're not President Weah now, former President Josh Weah.
Okay.
So you reach out to me. I say, yeah, whatever, you got plan. I'm in the UN, so I can be forefront when it comes to politics. I can support the guy in the background. Mm-hmm. And we did that. And then became the chairman of CDC. During Josh graduated in 2011. 2011, Mr. former Ambassador Winston Thurman, I flew from Haiti, Port-au-Prince, I was assigned with the UN office in Haiti. So I flew from Haiti to Florida, and we all came with everybody else. McGill, you name the whole crew. We came for the graduation 2011. And then we have a chit chat. I said, so at the time, Josh, former president, we are now at the time, because due to his educational, deficiency at the time, they'll say he didn't go to school. So Solo, we all, encouraged him to go by the school, and he did. So 2011, he was getting undergrad. So undergrad, and I spoke to former President Weah at the time. I was like, I think Solo have the reputation, organizing, and he have the momentum, and he's eloquent. I think being a chairman of the political party, it will help. And he was like, yeah, I was looking at that myself, because Solo can make things happen, So fast forward, but we had to do a campaign. They had to go for the elections. So he led the new chairman. So, but he put me forward beyond Chairman Solo. Let's Chairman Solo now. I said, okay. Fast forward, they went for the election for the new chairman. I think it was in Grand Bass or one of the places. Yeah, I can't remember now. And Solo won. When Solo won, he became the chairman. When Solo became the chairman, he restructured the entire political party, CDC USA, CDC Liberia. He said, we are one CDC. Okay. So you have the chapters. So he started, putting things in order, because, and I start seeing the improvement. I'm getting some feedback. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, great. So yes, Chairman Solo, and then we kept in touch. Throughout, we kept in touch. We keep supporting one another. When he need advice, you call me. But he didn't call me like he needed advice, so that he needed that moral support and as a brother and a friend. And so he would call me, we'll talk. When I go to Liberia, he would Josh at the rehab resident, we'll hang out together. When in Liberia for 2 weeks, the two will be together. We'll go to places, man, hang out with friends and have a great time. Very eloquent. And so most of the talking to deal with the prayers, when they let Mabandi Didiakate, may they so rest in peace. He was a journalist. Mamadi Diakate, yeah. So Mamadi Diakate will call and say, Chairman, I want to talk to nobody else. I want to talk to you. So we'll laugh at that. So we'll laugh about that. You want to have a man who got all leaders in the party. He said, man, when you come on the show, people want to listen to you because you bring in sense.
He said you bring in sense.
Yeah. You say you bring in sense in the discourse. You know, I want to bring somebody I just want my radio to go down. But at the time, there's no Facebook or just live on radio. You know.
Yes, sure.
So, well, man, Madi, I'll call you back, man. Let me finish. Man, you're promising that you're coming tomorrow. You know, we just joke like that. You'll say, I'm coming tomorrow. And if Solo go on a show, people tune in, question, the line is bossing, people calling, and he will respond to all the questions. And so now, George and I were in the party headquarters, or maybe we were at the house. Let's say, they're cramping here. George, for Jose, they're cramping here. Test my body. So, I said, yo, you said, why when people come from VOA, BBC, I said, I talk to the chairman. Me, I want to talk. People are say, and I chat again. Let me handle it. He was very, very eloquent. He had that spirit. He had that momentum.
Yeah.
He was a people's person. Yeah. So,
yeah.
So, you know, when I heard in the morning about his passing, yeah, it hit me hard. Okay. I cried. That's why you see me. I got my black background. I got a black coat. You know, I'm
gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. Let's hold you right there because there's a lot we got to go into with you. Like I said, there's no other person better to talk to on this solemn day of the passing and remembrance of our brother, leader, and family man, a very, very eloquent leader in who made his marks while he was here with us. Mr. George Solo, former chairman of the Congress of Democratic Change and ambassador designate to Italy on the stage. But you, Mr. Gus Weah Sr. Let me welcome one of our other panelists to the show, Mr. Amos D. Wright. Mr. Amos D. Wright, welcome to the show. We are here with our dear brother, Ambassador Gus Weah Sr., who happens to be the very, very brother-like friend to the late George Solo. And so he's our guest on the show today, just having a conversation in remembrance of Mr. Solo. So you're welcome to the show, sir. Please introduce yourself to Mr. Gus, and then if you have any question or comment, you can go ahead.
All right, so our guest, my name is Amos D. Wright, and one of the panelists on the show here come from the CSO background,
okay,
specifically on the Map Liberian Land platform. It's a pleasure sharing this platform with you. I heard you talk a lot about your man. In terms of question, my one question that comes to my mind, because I don't really know this guy. It would sound very funny, old guy like me, a Liberian, and then I don't know this guy who all the young people know. When I say I don't know him, I've not seen him in person. We've not interacted at any time, but I know that this guy was a chair for CDC during that time.
Right.
So that's what I mean. I don't know him. But what would you really remember him for in the CDC? What they said that you can point to that by the time you talk about it, all the people that know him will say, yeah, that's what this guy is remembered for.
One of the key, there are so many, but I'll just name one or two. Solo is a leader, and he's a person who is unafraid to confront any ill within our society. Like when Ellen was in power, when her son was with a Nokar at the time, stole money from Nokar, he confronted her. Like he wasn't afraid to speak out about the ill in society. He was a man like, so now George Weah himself was a man, take it easy. He said, no. We are in the movement not for us. We are in it for the people. So it's our responsibility to make sure the people voice is heard. The people trust you with power, you got to defend them. So these are one of the attributes I can relate to former Chairman Solo, and ambassador destined to Italy by the boycott government. And he's brilliant, and he's stood up for what he believes in.
Did he do anything to announce his quality in the UP before he left the world? I mean, from the time he was designated, is there any particular thing like you just pointed to now from the past that the Unity Party was basing for?
Yeah. The political structure of Unity Party, he was not a member of Unity Party. He was just a sympathizer with the ideology. He was never a member. He was still independent, even though he was now no longer with the CDC. But there was a lot that were missing for because he's outspoken and he will speak to the president the way he feel, President Boykai. And the same thing he used to do it for CDC as well. He is not afraid to speak. And he doesn't care whether you're going to kill him or you're going to get against him. And that's why we brought a friction between he and George Weah, because he spoke against whatever they were doing in government at the time. He didn't work in the government. He never served in any government. He never worked in the government. He was just a chairman for the party, and he and George Weah fell off because of disagreement before the election. They had them. Nathaniel Mamage became the chairman of the party. So he left before George Weah became president. But he continued to speak out against the CDC government, what they were doing, missing money here, no electricity, road network, corruption, all that. He spoke against. So he was always on Spoon Talk, all the other network. He wasn't afraid to speak out. And so people remember him for that.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir. It's a pleasure. I'm sorry. I can hear you. You are being muted if you speak it. You are muted.
No, I'll just say Mr. Numo should take it from me if Archie is not there. Mr.
Okay.
Numo?
So Mr. Numo, yeah. I think he's back. Yeah.
Mr. Numo, I said you can take it from me. I'm okay with my two questions.
Mr. Numo is here, and I have not met the late former chair before.
Yes.
But I listened to him on several occasions.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that he was a Gisefanokon.
Yes, that's the word right there.
That's what he was.
Yes.
And because he differed with the direction of CDC
Right.
after his appointment, CDC followed him to ensure that he was not appointed to that position. Mr. Amos D. Wright, it is a shame to Liberia. It is a shame to Grangeda County.
Right.
This is a son of Grangeda County.
Yeah.
Who elevated CDC.
That's right.
And because at one point he differed with CDC, CDC turned their back on him, and CDC even decided to put blacks, dummy black, a roadway to progress. And I don't appreciate that. And I blame CDC. We are not getting young, we are getting old. And some of these actions that y'all take politically, in Liberia there,
Right.
it affects some of us.
That is true.
And see, Mr. Solo. Maybe next time will be George Numo. So, you're the CDC people or sympathizer. You have to be. No. I still have the flow. CDC people or CDC sympathizer. you have to be careful. You're killing your own people. You're destroying your sympathizer. I thank you.
Thank you, Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Nubo. Let's welcome Mr. Anthony Gay to the platform. Mr. Gay, how are you doing today? Today we are playing host to our own brother, Ambassador Gus Weah Senior, who happens to be a brother to the late legend, and I want to pick up that word from you, Honorable Weah, because he truly is, like Mr. Nubo said, he left his mark because he actually commanded the stage whenever he was around. That George Solo. And so Gus is our guest today, Mr. Gay. He is taking us back to the lanes that he shared with Mr. Solo, and we are all to just saying things that we know about him, and maybe asking a question that he can give us an in-depth explanation on, because again, he was close to the brother. May his soul rest in peace. And just going through this moment and getting to know Solo well, and informing our audience as well who Mr. George Solo really was. So welcome to the show, sir. Any comment or question?
Sure. Thank you very much for having me, and I am deeply saddened to have heard the senior brother passing, and my heart goes out to the family, to any person who is connected to him biologically, anyone who is connected to him socially, and anyone who is connected to him politically. Indeed, our nation have lost a soul that had an impact on our national stage.
Thank you very much.
But what we should do is to elevate and celebrate his legacy instead of politicizing his death. He was who he was before joining a political party, and he left his mark, and those things need to be highlighted in his remembrance so people can know what he did. But if we try to get into the political tit for tat, then we're taking away the moment that is so dear for him.
Right.
And we can honor him, remember him in a dignified way without politicizing his passing. And that will also bring respect and dignity to his family, to his loved ones,
Yes.
to people who love him dearly. And I think we need to stay on that path. So I want to, just leave that short statement and continue on the show while other people can make that statement.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Gay. Thank you so much. Good having you. You've been away from a while, but it's good having you here today on the show. This is a special moment. Ambassador Weah, before I come back to you, I just want to say that I never really met Mr. Solo. Never did. In person, never did.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, in my intro, that I felt that I knew him.
That's right.
I just felt that I knew him. You know what I mean? This is why when we talk, I never tell you, say, "Well, man, put Solo, let me talk to Solo." I never did, because I felt that I knew the brother. I did.
Yeah.
Because every time we're talking, and he comes up in the conversation, I felt I'm talking to Solo. That's how I felt. That's how I felt. And because of the way he dealt with issues,
Mm-hmm.
this guy was blunt. This guy was upfront. It's not, you see Solo, there's nothing behind him anymore. That's how I felt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What you see and what you get.
That's right.
And he's not got to play with words, and he says his stuff in such an eloquent way that it penetrates.
Mm-hmm.
Now, whether you like it or not, but you walk away knowing that this guy is truly, truly an intellectual.
He is.
That's how you walk away, because he really, really spoke on the issues. there are many instances we all can reference here, that Solo is remembered of. I was telling you one today, we're talking, you, Mr. Nwima, so we're talking some internal, exchanges with some of the men within the party. And that was the first time coming across, who George Solo truly was. It was one of the lip serves. And I said, wow, who is this guy? I don't know him, you know what I mean? But just reading his writing, what he's stating here, it's profound. It's profound. And
So
then
actually, this quick question just running in my mind.
Okay, to who? To Mr. We are, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
So, Colonel, we are.
Yes, sir.
I hope you understand why I'm asking, because like I said, I didn't interact with the guy. I just don't know him. I mean, I don't know him, to be frank.
That's okay.
Yeah. But I also heard the message Archie sent in the chat room that he's a Grandidian too. So when they find political connection about his legacy, what's about Grandidian as a country apart from politics?
What do you mean? Can you elaborate on your question, please?
Yeah, okay, like maybe did he live in Sweden sometime or in Grandidian sometime?
Solo was in Liberia. Do you know the current Director General for the National Lottery, Peter Solo, who was the superintendent for Grand Juda County?
Yeah, I know. Peter Solo, who here outside together. Oh, I know it.
Okay, so
But what I'm trying to get at, where we are.
That's the little brother. So I just wanted to give you light on that.
Okay. So did he also live in Grand Juda sometime? And was he with the youth, with the intellectual class, with the people?
No, not to my knowledge. He was in and out. Grand Juda, Moravia, the US, in and out, and Ghana. Yeah, so.
Okay.
Yeah. Not to my knowledge.
All right.
I know Peter Solo, that's his big brother. And Peter Solo now, he was a former superintendent doing Ellen Justice at the time. And now he is the Director General for the National Lottery program.
I know Honorable Solo, Peter Solo.
Yeah, so that's his big brother. That's a little brother, just Solo.
Okay.
So I mean, somebody within the family, so I just connected. Yeah, because I want to explain. So I just connected with somebody that you say, "Oh, Peter Solo," then you know him now.
Okay, yeah.
Little brother, yeah, there's a little brother.
Honorable Peter Solo, my man, God's story. Sometimes when God's were here, we're together talking.
Okay, yeah. So
do you know God's story?
No, I don't know him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know him.
Yeah, so actually that's my question. I'm okay with it. Mr. Weir is a fine guy, and I like the way he answers questions.
No, that's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
Very frank.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead, Gus. You want to say something?
Yeah. I just wanted to say thanks to the panelists here, and I agree with Mr. Gay. Politics will all be here. We're here to stay, but I want to respect, the wish of his family, to bring some dignity to his legacy. So I may not dwell into, maybe another forum I can talk about. If somebody trying to accuse him on some foolishness, then I can defend him on political issue with CDC, whatever. But at this moment, his legacy is very important to me because I'm not closer to Solo than my own brother from the same father, same mother. That's how close I am to him, and we talk about everything. He texted me on the 17th of April. He said, "Gus, I'm on my way to the US." So when he texted me, I said, "Okay." I said, "But I thought we had a plan. He and I supposed to go and meet in Liberia. We'll come together." But he said he's supposed to come for a medical treatment. So he texted me on the 17th on WhatsApp. So I said, "Okay," but he said, "Me getting my tickets. You just come, then we'll go back together." So he said, "Yeah, Gus, I'm coming for my checkup." So this morning when I heard it, my brother called me and said, "Oh, you heard what happened to your man Solo?" I said, "What happened to Solo?" Solo told me, yesterday he shouldn't be here this week in Minnesota. So they said, "No, I heard he passed away." I said, No. So immediately I called the family member in Liberia and other friends that are close to in Liberia. They said, "Oh yeah, this is what happened." So it was it's kind of hard for me, to come on the show and talk about him because we are very, very close. We talk almost every day. If you call me, if you don't get me, he will leave me voice message, call me back. But we just call and just laugh, talk funny joke about Haiti, about Florida, just funny joke, And so, I can't up to now, I can still believe that he's no longer. To be honest with you, I thought it was a joke because I know people just come out kind of fake news, as Trump would say, fake news. Until when people within the family confirmed to me. I was like, kidding me? Then a little son in Liberia, he said, "Oh, Papi, yeah, or the Papina make our Liberian accent when it can want me you cry. The way they can, So I felt so sad. I was like, even when we spoke earlier, actually, honestly speaking, I didn't want to come, but I want to respect my time and your time as well. So I will come even at 30 minutes to spend with my brother, to give a little light on from Jimmy Solo. Solo and myself, we are very close. He's my little brother. I'm 1 year older than him. And so we talk about everything. Something that we talk about, I don't think even a brother, Peter Solo, or a wife, and no, because we talk about everything. Family issues, up and down. If you get fresh clothes, God, my hair, make me go get paracetamol. And he's a down-to-earth man. He's not a person that let position get to his hair. Solo go down to the low man in the street. He doesn't care about title. He doesn't care. He's very educated, very sound. He worked in corporate America. He got tired. He said, let me take my knowledge back to my country. President Boubacar, first appointed him as an ambassador to EU. The letter was sent from the King of Belgium. He sent it to me. He said, "Oh, that's the first time. The first time somebody in government will call me and say, my brother." The first one he called, it was me. He said, "Gus." I said, "Yeah, what's up, man?" He said, "The Pape surprised me." I said, "Who Pape?" Because I know a father died. So I said, "Who Pape?" He said, "President Boubacar." I said, "On what?" He said he appointed me as an ambassador at large to European Union. I said, "Oh, that's good." He said, "Brother, don't worry, we're holding the ground." He sent me the letter, everything, the acknowledgement from the king. So he's supposed to go to the UK. I mean, to EU. Then President Boubacar called him back again. He said he went to Italy because of the UNFPA, UN Food Agriculture Program, because he believed in agriculture in Rome. So he wanted his son to go there instead of going to the EU. So he called me and said, "My man, Papi just called me again. You're in front of the executive manager. This is what happened." I said, "What happened again?" The Papi said, "I shouldn't go. You want me to go to Italy?" So I said, "Okay." Man, Papi, so yes, for the respect sake, he said, "Gus, I just want to serve and invest in the country to create job for our people. Putu Mountain, you were even working with the Putu Mountain, the investment people like Putu Mountain, you and former current VP, So he told me, say, they've been working, he's trying to make things happen, some policy, you do some research and help the vice president, help the government with his knowledge. And he was doing very well, very great, So fast forward, he was waiting now to take his assignment to Italy, coming for a checkup, do this before he could go, because he told me, "Gus, I got to do a lot of work if I go to Italy." Right? I said, "Okay." I said, "Anything you need from me, I can talk to my partners in Europe. They can come to your support and help you." He said, "Gus, I got you. I know you can do it." So his coming to America was coming this week. I was supposed to meet him this week in Minnesota. This week. And that's why I'm hearing on the news that he's no longer. So it's hard for me, brother. It's hard for me.
Okay. I want to just engage you a little bit here.
Sure.
We have an image on the screen. Talk to us, and I want to appreciate you highlighting, his highlighting Mr. Solo there with the mark. So of course, anybody who's seen it will know who he is. That's Peter. That's George, the late George Solo there in the glasses there. Talk to where did you guys take the picture?
The picture was 2011. The picture was 2011 during George Weah, former President Weah, first graduation in Florida. Okay. And so Solo flew in from Montana. At the time, he was living in Montana. Right next to him, that is his wife. And then after her is Claire Weah in a, light blue. Then it's Timothy far next to his mother. Then next to former Solo is Nathaniel McGill, who was then the Secretary General for CDC when Chairman Solo was the chairman. Then me, Augustine Weah. I'm on the right next to. So it's just a full photo. We just took just like that random photo. And after I said, "Hey guys," somebody took that picture and then they sent it to me, one of my friends. So I sent it to him. He was like, "Oh, they took a picture of McGill and me and myself." So that was 2011 George Weah first graduation. And there was a lot of people came from Liberia because it was the first graduation because they didn't know book at the time. So it was beautiful. It was beautiful, and we took that picture together, and that picture is still live on up to now. And it just was just to give you a little scenario of the picture. It was unique. The entire family was there. The Weah family, the people from CDC, executive community chair, and that was our line. And I was there from the Weah side, and Chairman now Nathaniel Maggie, Senator Nathaniel Maggie now, Chairman Solo, and then his wife, who is on the left next to him, then Claire Weah, and then Timothy Weah, and then other people in the fire. I can't see them right now. But yeah, this is just 2011 graduation in Florida.
That's a beautiful picture. That is a beautiful picture. What I just want to say before I go to the I go along, go back to some of the guests here, that we wanted to have a complete conversation. When I mean complete, Mr.
Right.
Solo did engage in the body politics of Liberia. I know people say, "Oh, don't talk about politics," but we're not coming here to say, "Okay, Solo didn't do that, he do that." And so I wanted to bring on somebody from his previous organization,
Right.
The CDC. Mr. W, Rhonda W is supposed to join us,
Okay.
and Mr. Justino Gay,
Okay.
who is traveling to Fargo, North Dakota.
Right.
They probably going to join you tonight. So this is not about politics. This is just about talking about Solo and
Yeah.
providing a full spectrum
Right.
of who Solo is,
Mhm.
what Solo did while he was here, and the impact that he had
That's
while
right.
he was here. So this is not, we're not politicizing it, but we want to give a rounded conversation, a picture of who Solo Trudeau. That's why. See, I didn't even know that there was a graduation picture until you talked about it.
Yeah.
Now that you say that, see, it brings a lot of memories too.
Yeah, that's 2011 before even George Weah could go and run with Winston Thurman during the elections. He went back with Winston Thurman as a vice standing bearer, and Winston Thurman was a standing bearer, and Solo was the chairman at the time. And so so that picture, see everything playing in Florida, and Ambassador Winston Thurman said we'll have a picture together as well. And so but we cannot involve politics. That's his life. That's his legacy. We even though want to respect the wish of his family, whatever, but this is who he was. You know what I'm saying? We cannot involve his past. His past he was a fighter. He was there for his people. He doesn't care whether you're from which county, which province, which party. He look at the truth and he speak it. He doesn't care.
Yes.
Yeah.
And again, I know federal panelists, I'm not trying to, keep you waiting, but as we talk, some of the things come to mind. Gus, if you can, or if any of the panelists can talk about the very memorable issue. And I remember talking to my wife this morning about it on our way to, to see a friend.
Right.
He made a very profound statement that today have formed part of the body politics of Liberia.
Mm-hmm.
You got to remember, I don't know what the late Prince Johnson, may so rest in peace to as well, says something about CDC and President Weah. And Solo in his Solo nature, in his Solo nature, made a statement that today will form part of his legacy as we'll talk about Solo within the body politics of Liberia. Mm-hmm. He said, former Senator Prince Johnson, if you repeat what you said about political leader President George Weah, I will order a citizen arrest of you.
That's right. Remember that.
You remember that, Gus?
Yeah, I remember that.
Since you do, talk to us about that moment. What really happened? And what led to that moment? And how did that whole thing subside? Because I know from Senator Prince Johnson backed off, and because we never heard any comment again from Chairman Solo at the time. And that just somewhat went away quietly.
Yeah.
But what led to that statement, and what was the prevailing circumstance at the time?
At the time, thanks. Actually, it's a great question. Great question. And at the time, there was the weight of PYJ. PYJ, when it comes to Nimba County, he has that power as well to control the electorate. We start to go on. And so PYJ and the CDC at the time, they had a merry-go-round. Like it was okay until there was money involved here and there, and so CDC will come to they'll go to PYJ, and PYJ will promise them they will get his support, right? And then when me Ellen Johnson leave, his language changed. It was a money play, and the time CDC had no money, so don't needed to subdue PYJ, and the Grand Jude factor play Grand Jude, Nima County factor. So he put fear in his rap, I mean, he's scared. You see, man. So I said, man, don't bring. He said, no, man, I do not. Papa got BMO. He said, God, Papa there, now rebel there, so he got to put fear. Be afraid. So I said, what I figure, point. He said, I will make a statement, Papa. I know how to deal with him. The man is in front of war crime. I'll make a statement, Papa will feel you. I said, I beg you, Papa feel. He said. Okay, it was just like a joke. So he was like, because PYJ, when it comes to Nimakande, about the politics, he can't deny that he was powerful. Mm-hmm. So there was a meeting that is supposed to have with PYJ at the party headquarters. PYJ promised that you're going to come to the party headquarters, but then when the time reached, he didn't show up because you were playing double agent with Ellen, so he want nobody from the Ellen side to say, oh, PYJ with CDC people. So PYJ didn't show up. So Solo got angry. And Solo got angry and say, you promised all to do this and do that, and you parading all around here, you think you got power, and all of citizens arrest against you for lying, and you're a rebel and all kinds of stuff. And so you kill a lot of people here. So and the way Solo said these things, he doesn't say because he said with authority.
Yes.
He said with eloquence, with eloquency. Like he's very, 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 he controls his word. Like when he's speaking, he speaks with authority. Regardless whether you're asking Solo or not. But by listening to Solo, you can be convinced that, yeah, this guy is a leader. The way he carries himself, the way he speaks. And so PYJ went to, at the time, I think there was Onmill. PYJ went to Onmill, lodged a complaint with Onmill, the UN, how CDC people trying to threaten his life, this, that. And so they had to call them to a conference, the chairman of the party, and PYJ, that had to make peace. And it was disagreement, and things became fine, and PYJ never did anything. And after that, when Ellen started feeling he had no other choice but to support CDC. And it was CDC until after George Weah got in power, it didn't work out again, and then he joined UP. So Solo, because there was a lot of threat from PYJ, and they wanted to subdue PYJ in order to get control of Nima County at the time. And that threat brought PYJ to start attacking CDC. And they say, oh, because PYJ was speaking that, oh, Joe, we have to take all the money, he played the other one year, he did that, he did this, he did that, so it was just annoying. Like, Solo is making an effort, then PYJ putting sand in his Gary, so... So as a chairman, it was, and we spoke out teaching. So I had the whole thing came up to citizen arrest. And after that, nothing happened again. Everything just, went away. So yeah, it is politics. People say things to position themselves and, for the public, for the fans, and for their supporters to have hope, So yeah, that's what he did. He did what he had to do for his party at the time.
Okay. Thank you. Mr. Wright, Mr. Gay, any question or comment?
Maybe just to connect, when I ask Mr. Weah about the late Solo and Grand Jude, at the time of my question, he didn't go where I was trading, but in his explanation about the conversation with the VP and the late Solo about the Putu Mountain thing, I think that kind of direction my question was going. So when he brought it was like, oh, my answer just came.
Okay.
That he was thinking about what contribution he could make, make research, right, that Grand Jude will benefit accordingly from the Putu Mountain, as the custodian of the mountain. And I thought that was a very great answer for my question. So it didn't come when I asked the question, but it came later on.
Yeah, thank you to even elaborate more on our Pudu Martin situation. This is why Solo stayed a long time in Liberia. He have worked along with the VP. They are very close. He have helped, with his lawyer in the States, put some things together to make sure that the people of Grand Judah benefit from that deal, in Pudu Martin. So he's a nationalistic guy. Like, he's a guy that want to put
I thought so too.
Put the country first and want to make sure that everybody is satisfied when it comes to a deal. So and this is why Solo told me, say, guys, I want to live in Liberia. I say I go to my little hunting, I eat my little bush meat, I quiet, I sit down here. So he's not a person that he even let it go. So I was in Liberia most of the time. When it come to in Montana, then move to Minnesota, I said, God, I'm too cold, man. Let me spend time in Liberia. So you're in and out until he could have taken his assignment to go to Italy as an ambassador designate before the thing happened. So he's a people person. He's a brother. He's a man that people really care about, and he care about people too. Solo is not a selfish person. Solo is not a central individual who just care about himself. No, Solo will take a last to give it to the next brother next to him. He doesn't care about title, money. No, he doesn't care. He just want to be fair with everybody. This is the kind of person he is, and that's why our friendship was very, 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 very close. Because he think just like me, he act just like me. He was a people person. So he didn't care. Oh, they want the title, this, that. He doesn't care. God dear. He prefers say a crown that God dear. So he prefer people calling himself God dear. Now Jimmy Chairman, he didn't care about that title. So he's a
God dear or God dear?
God dear. Yeah, God dear. But we call it short, call it God.
No, man, that the American way you calling them and guest. You put the white people too inside it.
Yeah, exactly. So that.
But when you say God dear, they resonates on the ground.
God dear, I read that. Yeah.
What does God dear mean?
Well, let Brother Wright explain that to you.
But he who asks you doesn't know.
No. You say it.
You are asking for asking sake, but you know exactly what I said. You know that meaning.
No,
Somebody
I don't know
who
the meaning of God dear. So explain God dear.
So it is,
Actually, help me. I don't know that.
No. You
don't want the education. You want me specifically.
Mr. Weir, you
that means you
question
want in the
Mr.
case.
Weir, and then you want help from Archie. What does
it
God
matter?
dear
Don't you want
mean?
answer? Don't you want answer? Mr. Numo, don't you want answer?
I want answer from you.
Oh, you only want it from Amos's mouth and nobody else.
Yes.
Mr. We have to come here. The mayor he attacking me.
I'm not attacking you.
Who's coming?
I want explanation from you. What
No,
does God dear mean?
Okay, the studio is funny.
Actually, are you coming in or to answer?
No, if you can just allow me.
Amos Wright.
If you can just allow me, you will know that I'm not coming to defend Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright is very capable of defending himself.
But I mean, he has shown his own capability.
Okay.
Tonight.
What I want to say is that the studio is coming in and out. For some reason, I don't know why, but they're working on connecting us. I just want to say that as we continue the conversation here. I really don't know what Gaudier is. My brother-in-law, Richard Gaudier Kitty, has a name, so I don't even know what it means. But I know it's something has to do with somebody important. That's what it means. Powerful.
Yeah.
I think that's what it means.
Yeah.
Gaudier, you know what I mean? But having said that, man, Mr. Nuba, is there any fun moment that you or memory that you have that you want to share about Mr. George Solo for our audience and for
Well,
the conversation?
Mr. Solo, I have not met Mr. Solo before. Oh, I heard about him when I was on the ground or in Liberia. And I heard Mr. Solo on Class Reloaded. And Miata family was there. And Miata family that night praised him of his command of the Queen's language. These are the things I know about Mr. Solo. I mean, I do not know much about the battle within CDC. And I don't know much about him. All I know is that he came from Granjeda and he was chairman for CDC. And things went sour between him and the party, and he was let go. Those are the things I know about him. But besides that, I don't know anything about Mr. Solo. Thank you.
So I quickly researched Gaudier with my junior sister just now.
Oh. Where is sister?
My sister said God is like a mark, like a scar or something, or like a mark. So marks are plenty. So English translation will say plenty marks, but current translation will say marks are plenty. So God, which is a mark, are plenty. So there are plenty marks. That's what that means is.
But what does you
So
did
you put
not
it
know?
together now. You Liberian man put it together.
I'm asking you a question, and don't jump in front of me. You do not know what God means,
I'm quoting my
and
sister. I didn't make research
use.
with her.
Hold on. Let me talk. And you use the word. Are you trying to deceive our listeners using words that our listener do not know?
Our listeners know the word, Mr.
No,
Numa.
no,
Don't
no,
don't
no,
don't
no,
don't
no.
don't don't change the flow of
No,
the
no,
conversation.
no. You have to do research to find out what God is.
I didn't want to say something that I don't know. I know that the word, the name is God. I know what it means. I
But
just
why
know
did you have to do research? Why did your sister have to come to your rescue?
because Mr.
So you
Numa
are
asked me to
deceiving.
explain the meaning.
You are deceiving the audience.
Okay, gentlemen.
Okay.
Well, we are stepping away
So
from the
you agree
conversation.
that Mr. Amos Wright deceived the audience, right?
No, whatever we're having is all in the good intent. I'm sorry, memory of Mr. Solo, and I want to remain a spirit. So here's what I also want to say. Because you were at CDC, I was there, but again, I didn't know the brother. But you were at CDC when he was there. Again, we are trying to have a full recollection of what this brother did while he was here. Talk to us about if we got seen. I've seen a lot of individual seditians posting their own messages on the chat. Sorry, on the social media, which is commendable, by the way, very commendable. And they are praising him and talking about things that he done while he was there. These are things that are going to form part of his legacy. I mean, the question you've been asking, Look at the picture he's sharing with us now. Because in his latter days, he was heavily involved in the body politics of Liberia. And so it is only befitting that we bring that part of his life into the conversation. You were there with him, Gus, at CDC. If you were to, I mean, like I said, when you go on the social media right now and you type in George Solo, it will take George Solo CDC. And as soon as you click on that, you'll see all the posts, the comments that will be coming in, from all walks of CDC, whatever, they are. Seditious, whatever they are, I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. So talk to us about that. What do you think he will be remembered of as far as the time at CDC in his leadership there?
Great one, brother. Brother Wright. In CDC.
Okay, I just want to add that we are live on the radio now. You can go ahead.
Okay. So what I was trying to say, Chairman Solo, former Chairman Solo will be remembered about a lot of stuff and a lot of things in CDC, not just CDC, but Liberia at large. Because Solo, I want to focus on CDC. So Solo brought reform within CDC, even though I was not a member of CDC, I was just a sympathizer within CDC because of my relationship with the political leader, George Weah. And so I was opportune to be around the members of CDC, the executive committee members, representatives, senators. You go on, and everybody knows me. So, if Solo was not in the meeting, let's say at the party headquarters, when they're having a meeting and Chairman Solo is not there, it's like something is missing. Even the political leader at the time, who was George Weah, will say, "But where's the chairman? Pepsi, what the chairman? Hey, chairman, it's like Solo was the go-getter. There's the guy that make things happen. He had that spirit. If Solo make any decision within CDC, that decision is binding. Even for the former political leader, President George Weah, to make decision within CDC, if Solo say no, it's no. If Solo say yes, it's yes. So to have things done within CDC, Solo was a person. He was not like he was a leader who listened, who get consensus for everybody, and then he make the final decision. He was not like a guy who said my way or no way. No. He will say, gentlemen, the reality is we ain't got no money. Okay? And let me give you an example. I was in the office. The party was struggling for finances at the time. So Solo was in the States. And I came from the US. I was in Liberia. I was with then George Weah and Pepsi Yeke and myself. So they were struggling for some of the cards they brought in for the election during Winston 2011, around there. So they have problem with the party. Those are the Tata pickup truck from India, the Tata whatever pickup trucks. So there was a lot of problem. So Solo, as a chairman of the party, he gave an instruction. He told McGill at the time, them to sell copies of the pickup and to use some of the money to buy parts of the other one that was still in good shape. So I went in the party headquarters, and then George Weah was not aware of that. So Pepsi came. So Pepsi told me, say, Ochi, the chairman asked me to sell some of the pickup here. And so Pepsi was afraid. Pepsi was afraid because George Weah was angry. He said, but why would you? He said, but Stellenberger, the chairman, said I should sell the pickup. So, and I came here, I said, I call him King. I said, King. Josh Weah, I said, King. He said, yeah, Mr. Weah. I said, why you got problem with Pepsi? You can't. He's taking instruction from his chairman of the party. So the chairman of the party owns the party. He's the chairman of the party. If you have a problem, call him. He said, man, that Chris picking because so I said, okay, I took the phone, I called Solo. I said, Solo. He said, yeah. He said, man, what happened? Because Joshua kicked Pepsi Yeke out of the office, right? And Pepsi called out of the office. I was there with Joshua myself. So I told him, I said, King, let's take it easy, because Pepsi, yeah, care. It was not his fault, My girl is here. So Joshua got on the phone then because the problem that Joshua supposed to go as a senator for Montserrat County. So they needed money. So he told Chime, he told former President Weah, he said, "My man, what happened?" He said, sorry for my word. He said, "But I said the truck. We ain't got no money to register you to NEC. You got money to register yourself." He said, "But Chairman, take it easy now, Chairman." He said, "No, man. I'm looking for money. I'm hustling here and there. I had to touch my 401k pension here and sort of private here. I can't tell the old lady. Got a wife now, call the woman. I can't tell the woman. I took Pepsi all they wanted, and I ain't got to sell it. One other guy or business guy on the bus. He said, PPs are it. He said, oh, but that person began to tell me, he said, but at the chairman now, my responsibility is you want to be senator is to register you to look for money for the party. You got money to pay? The way I said, Chairman, I got no money. He said, hey, don't give me that time, man. I have the family hustling for you. What you give me that time? Oh, trouble you coming for? Then I say, you see, I already, Joey and myself, Pepsi, I already we started laughing to 3 on the phone. He said, come, man, I know, as soon as frustration now you up on me, but I did what you already, we started laughing. He said, and so, he said, yeah, the crowd begin to fully begin, you're laughing about it. So I called Pepsi. I said, so Pepsi is innocent. So Pepsi came in. He said, man, everything. I said, Pepsi, everything okay. Then when Pepsi came out, he said, what she? He said, well, Pepsi, you don't explain it to me like that. He changed the whole tune because it already tell me. He said, Pepsi, you don't explain the whole thing to me. That thing you said, the chairman said, you must sell a card, and so you register me for senatorial. But he just said, the message you must sell a card. Penis man, you're free, man. You mean I don't very, like I said, man, oh, you're live by it. So it just show Solo. I mean, George was so angry. He put Pepsi out of the office. I was there. And I brought later when I fixed everything, we all started laughing. And he was doing it just for himself, but he was doing it to raise money for Jovial to be able to register as a senator with during the time of I think COVID-19 or Ebola time with Robert Salif, Robert Salif wanted to run, Solo to no, so you gotta run. And so that's what he did. And as a leader, he faced that problem. He called even Pepsi. I said, Pepsi, when anything the man tell you, call me. I gave you the instruction. He said, but I said it, man, put me out of the office. It goes right there, maybe to my end. He said, no, call me, I will call the man. So he picking that to when people get instructions, so you can say, man, I'm gonna sell the car. How can you even respond to that? He said, oh, chairman. He said, I know. Let me call the chairman. I'll talk to the man. So, that has Solo is remember in CDC, he's a guy that make things happen. He makes sure even when they got shot out during the election, Winston Thurman, Chairman Solo, and former President George Weah, he was there. When George Weah, they got shot out, they took people gassed in, and Solo was there. Solo defended it, protected the party, the official, and he dared Ellen Johnson Sirleaf that if any of my people die, you make sure your term will end. And Ellen, Ellen respected him a lot. I'll be honest with you. Ellen respected Chairman Solo very, very. She respected Chairman Solo, even the President Weah. When Solo said no, because Solo have that, I don't know how to pull it. He has that people spirit. You may not like him the way he does his things, but when he appears somewhere, you just like him, And so he was a people's person, man. Yeah, I can remember him. He was a leader. Hey, Mr. Wright, you are muted. I can hear you.
I'm sorry. Oh, Lord.
That's okay.
I'm sorry, guys. Mr. Nuvo, any question? Any comment? Mr. George Nubo.
So, Chairman Numo, Brother Wright, if
Yeah.
you know, yes, may have maybe 5 minutes to be with the team.
Okay.
I'm receiving. I don't want to be rude to the audience. I'm receiving a lot of calls back and forth on my phones. People calling me.
Right.
Yeah, so I don't want to interrupt the call. Family member, friends that know Solo. So I just want to let you guys know. 5 minutes, I can disappear.
Absolutely. Okay, so let's do this.
Okay. Thank you. Mr. Weir.
Thank you, Chairman.
Mr. Chairman Nuba, can you put some strain in your voice, please? Because you sound
Where's
like you
Archie? Sleeping?
I'm right here. Are you talking to us or are you talking to somebody?
Say yes, sir.
Are you live or at you? What are you doing? Because we can't hear you. Your voice is distorted a little bit.
But why did you say thank you, Chairman? If you didn't hear me.
Because it's kind of low. So I try to hear.
Oh,
we need to talk like a chairman.
Oh, I
think
my voice is the highest.
Okay, thank you very much.
It looked like Honorable Archie, is sleeping. He didn't hear you, and I'm trying to wake him up because you want to leave us.
No.
Because you are getting numerous calls.
Yeah, I want to say as much as I can, but
Okay.
I just want to respect, the audience because of other prior engagement that I have. But I told Mr. Wright I want to be here to share my side of Mr. The former legend Chairman George Solo, who left a great impact on every one of us. Brother, friends, anybody that even heard his voice. He's a man that love Liberia, that love Liberian people. He doesn't care where you're from, which party you belongs to. He's a people's person, and he stood up for justice, for human rights, for transparency. And people usually mistaking George Solo with Solomon Josh. Usually they was like, is it Solomon Josh? And somebody reached out to me, but I thought they said Solomon Josh. I said, no, George Solo was never representative, never working in the government. He was just a former chairman of CDC. And so people conflate. There's a conflict between the list Solomon Josh, who was a representative for West Point District whatever 7, West Point, whatever district it is, to George Solo. And I'll read some of the comments, somebody posted, said, but I thought they said Solomon Josh died a long time. He died again today. So I had to go ahead and elaborate. I said, no, Solomon Josh was a representative for West Point. He from CDC, and George Solo is a former chairman of CDC. Are two different people. So he was like, okay, thank you. So yeah. But it was great talking to the team here. If no other further question, Mr. Wright, I may beg to defer.
Okay. Well, I want to say thank you, my brother, for spending some of your time with us today. Yeah. It was wonderful.
Yeah, Mr. Wright said to me, we can let you go.
He's not hearing
until Mr. Wright wake up from his slumber.
Mr. Nuba, you hearing me?
Thank you.
I don't think he's hearing you.
No, he's not.
You're
not hearing me, are you?
Mr. Wright is here.
Yeah, he's here, but he's not talking.
Oh,
I'm hearing you.
Aren't you hearing me?
I'm hearing you. I'm hearing Mr. Wright.
Okay,
Everybody.
You are hearing me. So
and I can hear you. Only you don't hear me.
Hearing me.
Are you hearing Mr. Wright? Mr. Nemo? Are you hearing Mr. Wright?
No, I'm not hearing him.
So log out and because
I can hear him.
Think that he's talking. He need to go out and come back.
No, he's the host.
No. The host can make correction, right?
That is you, because he control your mind. He can mute you. You can mute him.
He gave you me.
He can mute me. I cannot mute.
That's
him.
right. So he has
I'm hearing you, and you are hearing me.
Gus.
So he has to make the correction at his end.
No. Everybody can hear me except you. So it is your connection. It's not me.
I should do what?
Let's do this, guys. I want to say thank you for showing up, taking your time, my brother.
What you want me to do?
Appreciate you being on the show.
I can unmute Mr. Right.
Oh God, hold on.
You're beautiful. Yes, thank you.
You're talking to yourself.
Now you're supposed to log in and
yes. So it was a great time, with you.
Thank you.
We really enjoyed the time. Like I said, I never knew Solo, but always, whenever you will talk, you bring him up and you give him an insight into who this brother truly was, and I really come to appreciate him. Some of the things that I heard and read and seeing of him really, uplifted my likeness and appreciation for who he really was. And I'm pretty sure he will be remembered. Like I said, CDC, if you go online, most of the tributes coming from individual, seditions, it's commendable. I gotta thank them for that. It really showed that Solo left his mark. Even Akaras Gray himself, said with all the disagreement.
There's nobody. I'm not interrupting you for a second, but if anybody who will have personal issue with Solo will not talk anything personal. He'll just speaking the truth. That's it.
Yes.
He may speak the truth against you if you know what he's doing is right, is wrong, and he will present facts. He told Samuel Toy, he said, they're stealing your city. When your time finish, y'all go to corruption court. Y'all be prosecuted. And Samuel Toy in corruption court now.
He saw it coming.
He saw it coming. Because Solo, and that's why I like this brother for. He speak the truth. He just like me. He doesn't care whether you're a friend. He brought Samuel Toy to Liberia, to Joel government, everything, but he doesn't care. He speak the truth. So Akara Gray, everybody that knows Solo, they may not like the way he does things or the way he speak out, but that is a fact. This is who he is. Everybody has the style.
Yeah. So, yeah. That's true, my brother. Mr. Nubo, can you hear me now?
He can hear you loud and clear.
Okay.
He choose not to speak. Okay.
I want us to go to the live so you can get up, but I know you pressed for time. I can appreciate that too.
Yeah.
But let me thank you, my brother. Anything you want to say before you leave?
I just want to say thank you, Brother Wright, the host, Sheku, for your work. Sometimes I may not be on, but I monitor you guys. I listen to you, and I want to commend the work that you do. It's not easy. Talking every day is a lot of work, brother. I can do it. Yes, sometimes I want to calm me if I can be tired. I say that. Yeah, even for me, 1 hour for me is more than enough. But I see you guys can go like 4 or 5 hours. People calling from the region, and I want to commend you guys because talking, and when I talked to my Peking co-star the last time, somebody said, I'm talking, I'm not talking, finish your whole day you talking for the other political party. I said, I talked about you. I said, my brother right on it right now. So I wish. and the name of the show, I beg to defer, is like, so disagreement. Everybody, no, I defer. I don't agree with you, So I met you, brother. What you doing is not easy. It's costly. Everything is time. Time is money.
Everything is time,
Yeah. But you're doing it for Liberia. You're doing it not because you want award or reward, but you're doing it to speak against ill in society and speak for your people. And which of course I do appreciate it. Not many of us have that energy to do that. When you reach a certain age now, you want to get relaxed and watch TV and flip channel. You get retired talking. So thank you, brother, for the opportunity. And again, let our brothers from much Solo be remembered in good faith. And as you said, I work on social media. Everybody, even though I disagree with him, they commended him for standing up for him for Liberia, standing up for ills in society. And so I think he did a great job while on planet Earth. He played his part. It's about everybody we will go, but we don't know when we're going to go. So be nice, speak out in society. Don't say because he's my brother, you see somebody doing bad to other people, you say, oh, I'm not going to speak because he's not part of my tribe or he's not from my country. Solo doesn't care. He will tell you where you are and who you are and what you're doing. Mm-hmm. So, brother, again, thank you for the time, and I want to wish you guys a great afternoon.
Thank you so much, Mr. Goswea, and please have a good rest of your day. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
All right, studio, please stick us to whoever in the studio there is our Grace or Patient. Studio, are you there? Studio. Who is in the studio? Studio?
Oh my God.
Patient, are you?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you please take us to the line, please?
You getting me now?
I'm getting you loud and clear.
All right. So this is Top FM 105.3, the official voice of Teach Our People Communications Incorporated. And indeed, as always, it's the program I beg to D4. So earlier on, we've been listening to a lot of good messages about the late George Solo, and you've been listening. I guess you've been following the program up to now. So if you've been listening, just call us on 0881 14 35 04, 0776 105 105, and you'll be live and tell us what is it that you know about George Solo, and what are some of your fond memories about his activities that you know about. You can call us on 0881 14 35 04. So while we are with the colors, probably people can continue your discussion while we are with the colors. Hello.
Thank you, studio. Okay, thank you very much. Mr. Christopher J. Nippy, how you doing today, sir?
Oh, I'm blessed and highly favored, sir. Thank you. And how are you?
I am doing just excellent as you are, and thank God for his favor as well.
Great,
I
great.
am sure you saw the text I put in the chat room there. And today, I want to, studio, we're going to mute you because we're getting the feedback from you. Okay. So I wanted to, I don't know if you ever heard the name George Solo within the body politics of Liberia. Did you, Mr. Nipper?
Good evening, personalities in the radio land and on TV, and welcome to I Beg to Differ. Your question is, yes, I have heard about him. I do not know him. I have not seen him, but I've been able to, I've heard he was the chairman of the Congress for Democratic Change.
Okay. Mr. Nipper, I will have to hold you there. Studio told me they got a call, so I want to bring them in. Studio, you there?
Yeah, but I think you can continue again. We lost them. So you continue. When they come in, I will let you know. Okay. Let's get this person. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, good evening. You're welcome to the program.
Okay. This is Mr. Gonda. I'm calling from Jersey.
Mr. Gonda, let's hear you. I guess you've been following the program.
Yeah, you see, those are some of the things we always speak of. People should have legacy that will live after you are gone. You see, the brief description and the brief discussion Mr. Weir made about Solo is very, very encouraging. What we always say people. Don't live a life where you are out there, people clap for you leaving a scene. You must always live a life when you leave the scene, then people miss you. Those are some of the things we always talk of there so people can sometimes be angry. You see what he had done? He's gone. But his legacy remains forever. And I wish that we that are alive today should follow his footsteps You will not be I, me, and myself, and you don't care for the rest of the people. Thank you.
Thank you. Actually, I can continue. If I get call, I will let you know.
All right, thank you, studio. Let's bring back Mr. Nippet. Mr. Nippet, you were saying something when we got a call. I'm sorry about
Yes, I was
that.
in transition. I was in transition with my thoughts. I heard about him. He was the chairman of the Congress for Democratic Change, and he played a key role to bringing them in the limelight of politics. That being the case, I think he did well. He did well to have changed the landscape of politics by even driving the efforts of the party to Mr. George Weah becoming His Excellency the President of the Republic of Liberia. That is a monumental achievement that speaks volume for someone who was not known in Liberia at all to have changed the dynamics of politics by bringing a young man from the soccer field to the apex of the Liberia political system. And even though I have not met him, and perhaps he had known about me prior to driving the efforts of the party, but I think the few years he lived on earth, he has made a mark. His footprints and history will count him well. When the story about him and the CDC having been married together that pushed him to push Excellency Weah to the governance of our country. I was reading something this afternoon and I did not believe it. I saw him, I think, with his dog, and as he humbled himself before the dog, and the dog was just staring at him. So I said, "But how the people say this man is deceased, and here's the man in his suit here playing with dog." Now I come on the set, and it drums into my mind that this man is no more. He is no more. I think His Excellency President Joseph Yumabaka had the pleasure of meeting with him and then conferring upon him the ambassadorship to one of
Mr. Nippet, let's get this call up, please, then you can continue.
okay.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah?
Hello? Are we there?
Yeah, you're alive.
Hello?
You are live. Go ahead. Probably to change your location and call back. Go ahead, Mr. Nippet.
Okay, studio, let's do this. I think let's go around with the caller. If you get the callers, we'll come back to you maybe in the next 20 minutes. How's that? So that the analysts can be able to give their thought without interruption. Let's do that, please. Okay.
All right. So probably
good.
let's just get this one, then you continue. Another four. Hello?
Now that we are clear.
All right, you
We
getting
hearing?
yours now.
Yeah, thank you. Welcome to our microphone again. And good evening.
Good evening,
All right.
Gonikatu.
Thank you. Good evening to our professors. Welcome to the weekend edition of our evening class. Thank you. Truth be told, the late Solo will be remembered in our country when it comes to one who stands for patriotism and love for country. We have been following the late Solo years back, even at the time he was now with CDC, though we never knew which political party he was affiliating with before joining the CDC, that is the Congress for Democratic Change. But we will remember Solo, and I think it's all that we to see reason or funny. Are we okay now? Okay.
I think we are.
Thank you. So we are saying we will remember Solo, and so we want to urge the staff of CDC to maybe see reason and I get him a bit here.
Oh, we cannot get you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Billy Kato line is very bad tonight.
Yeah, it's bad. So, like you said, you people can go out for a bit and then you can
Yeah,
get back.
just we'll get back to the studio. Okay, thank you. Mr. Depin,
But what was he saying? CDC should see reason to do what?
Well, when he comes back, we can ask him that question.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, as I was saying, my thought was in transition. This man has distinguished himself among his peers by his ascendancy as Liberia ambassador to Morocco. Is that Morocco? No, to Italy. Italy. I take that back. I'm very reflective, Mr. Nubo, to Italy and as Liberia's ambassador, succeeding Mr. Weaver, Croyan, Andrew Croyan, and for a young man who had just burst on the scene of politics, and in a short time to have done such a monumental job, his party being able to capture right after Her Excellency President Sirleaf, the presidency, I think, is extraordinary. It's extraordinary in the sense that nobody knew him and nobody thought he would have taken CDC to that level of governance. So for me, I'm a little bit so saddened, not a little bit, but profoundly saddened, that His Excellency George Solo is not amongst us to continue his stewardship to the Republic of Liberia at his standard age. I think he will have done more than what he started with the CDC. It saddens me that we did not hear that His Excellency George Solo was not well, was unwell, that he has been wrestling with some internal or external issues, or something that might have befallen him so untimely to have caused him to expire when we did not expect him to go. But we must say that God has his own way of doing what he needs to do, because our lives are his. He gave life to us for an appointed time. And when that time has expired, It is us only who know when to leave this planet Earth. To the governor of the Republic of Liberia and to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, His Excellency Madam Yanti, and to the office of the President of the Republic of Liberia. I am saddened by the homegoing of Ambassador George Solo, and in this public manner, I wish to convey to His Excellency my profound condolences to the government and people of Liberia for the demise of our astute, young, enterprising, energetic ambassador to Italy. And to the family, you have lost a son, a darling, and to the country from which he hails, that is Granjida County, as I understood. And if I am not correct, I hope I can be corrected, but I think very, very, very clearly I've heard that he hails from Granjida County. So to the superintendent and senators, representative of Granjida County, please accept my profound condolences. And I want to turn it back to the studio.
Thank you, Mr. Nippet. Let me just consult. Let me get ask the studio to get call. Studio, are you receiving calls or not?
No. Go ahead.
Okay, good. So, Mr. Nippet, I think you drew a very important line that I want us to talk about in relations to the late Mr. George Solo. But let me go to Mr. Nubo first to do this. Mr. Nubo, Mr. Nippet talks about Mr. Solo at a very tender age, but took CDC and President Weah and did some very beautiful work while he was there at the rim of the party. You've been around the political scene in Liberia there, and I know you as you said, and correct me if I'm wrong, that you are a registered member of LPP and you follow Liberian body politics. Has there been any chairman who has risen to party leadership at the age of George Solo and has so much and left so much mark as he has done?
I do not know of any chairman of any political party. I mean, we're talking about Solo that was born the year I entered Tuckman College of Technology. And there was a time when I was at the GSC, they invited John Molu. And John Molu sent me to represent him. And I was telling the young people that when we were growing up, at my age, we joined the progressive, but we did not have young people as our role models. But now you have somebody like John Molu, Auditor General of the whole nation. And some of you here are older than him. So no, what Solo did was remarkable. I may know, have not met him. I know about him, and no, I applaud some of the things that he did, and frown on how he was cast out of the CDC. And that's me. Me, I was old enough when I joined the progressive movement. But he was young at a tender age when he took the mantle and started fighting. And at the end, he did not reap what he was fighting for. He became an outcast from his political party. So, no, it is very sad. It is very sad. I'm very sad. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Nubo. Mr. Nippet, you, of course, has been around the political scene. You serve in government, and I want to say the same question to you, but I want to also bring in this other aspect of it. So Solo, not only, and I think we forgot this part, and I want us to talk about it as well. He did not want to just serve with CDC. I think he went to the ALP as well, Mr. Benani Youth Party. I brought this up because this is how much the guy was sought after. Immediately upon his departure from CDC, he was welcomed into the arms of the ALP, and but that just show how much impact that he had within the body politics of the country at a very, very tender, like you said, at a very, very tender age. But the same question goes to you: is there any other party chairman that you can remember who came into the limelight at a very tender age as George Solo and has so much impact within the body politics of our country?
Well, I don't know. I do not know His Excellency Ambassador Solo's age. So I have not.
Okay, so we've been told that he was born 79.
79.
Yeah.
Well, speaking in terms of his the year of his birth, there have been no such person. So when we think about multi-party democracy, not to the as regards the ascendancy of such a person to the presidency, one would think about Gabriel Bacchus Matthew. Gabriel Bacchus Matthew was a very Scott Master. That was one of the things that Gabriel did, and Blambo Nelson. Blambo Nelson was his deputy Scott Master. I think troop number 2 or 3. That's the B. They will have his troop from the school they attended and graduated from. And then he would go to, I think, the Foreign Service, serving as a political officer, the same position that I held at the Chancellor of the Embassy of Liberia near Washington, D.C. And then he would transform the landscape of from a single party, the two-week party, to a plural multi-party system in the Republic of Liberia, joining the likes of Tawana Tipote, Dr. Amos Sawyer, Deutran Wule, and Ambassador Komunimbi Wise, and the list goes on. But when it comes to going into the trenches of, and deep into those trenches of putting a party together, the registration process, trying to bring people on board, solidifying the posture of the party in Liberia. I think he stands as the single or only individual, so to speak, taking it from 79 or whatever. That what makes him or puts him into a space of uniqueness, puts him into a place where we can give him the accolades that due him, puts him into a space that we can single him out as a young man with a very bright thought, with the mind of George Solo, to have brought the party from nowhere to somewhere, especially to have transitioned His Excellency George Manuel Weah to the presidency of Liberia is so monumental. It's such that that should encourage other young people to aspire for such greatness. And I use that word greatness with a certain sense of thoroughness. Thoroughness in the sense that there has been none like George Solo. There might be in the future someone to come, but I think he has made a mark where when you think about somebody tomorrow, you will say, there was a young man called George Solo from Grand Gila County. He entered on the field and he changed the dynamics of politics. And he was able to bring somebody who had come from the football field, having 2 or 3 credits, to catapult that person to the level of the presidency of the Republic of Liberia. So in that sense, it changed. There was a swift paradigm change for His Excellency George Weah, who had not worked anywhere. He didn't work to the Freeport as a tally clerk, except that after he left football, he worked in the Senate for, I think, for a couple of months to 2-3 years, and then to have selected George and said, you will be the next president. You know, Providence has a way of drumming into our lives who will bear the candle, who will elevate someone on whose shoulder. And President Weah rose to the presidency on George Solo's shoulder. I say that with all and a reservation. He handled the party well. He presented himself very skillfully. He articulated the interests of the party very well. He demonstrated that, especially with his peers, the young people. He drew the young people to the party. And what I began to hear that it serves as my greatest displeasure, And greatest displeasure when people are trying to say he left CDC and now yeah, he died. We all will die. Even if you are still in CDC as chairman, he will still die.
You will say that.
He will still die. Because God has, you see, we marshal ourselves in life towards the end. It's like when you climb the tree, you got to come down. You will still die. To discount the quality of unmatched quality of services that he has made in our politics is something that all young men, those in CDC, I will encourage them to stop this unfavorable, indecent decrying of what this young man had done, and look on the more realistic side, which is the brighter side. The brighter side tells every one of them in the CDC party that you have to aspire to nobility, to be as George Solo, because he was your first chairman. And when you are first in a class, the people respect you. So for me, I say very bluntly but gently that for CDC to be where they are, the credit should be given to His Excellency Ambassador George Solo. With the history of Liberia political life is being written, I think he has a fan page, or the prints of his achievement will be so pronounced that young men who will read the history tomorrow will say, I want to be like George Solo. He didn't do anything. He was not a carpet badger. To say all things about him now, like they did yesterday, which caused him to have left the party, it's being very disingenuous. Very, 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 very disingenuous. You should remember, CDC, you're not going anywhere. But it was the chairman who made sure that this job I have as the chairman, I will make a positive impact. I will make a big dent in the body politic of the Republic of Liberia. I will ensure that George Weah becomes the president of Liberia. How he did it, I have no idea. But the result speaks for itself. So I want to say again in this public manner that we have to be careful.
Okay.
Give to Caesar what is Caesar and to God what is his. Credit Mr. George Solo for what he has done. And
Amen.
thank their Almighty God that he brought someone.
Okay.
Even though I have not seen him, but I think he was a very decent gentleman. If he were not so, President Mbaka would not have appointed him as an ambassador to represent Liberia's interests at the FAO in Italy. Because once you serve as an ambassador, you represent those interests that embodies your assignment. And one of those having to be the Food Agriculture Organization. And I will miss him. I did not know him, I have not seen him. But we will miss him because he did well for our country. He did well by positioning a young man from Clarendon into the presidency. He rode on his shoulder. He was faced with danger. He was insulted many days. But he stood his ground to make a positive impact. So, I have not seen another person, or maybe in the future we have one, but I think he stands alone. And if we talk about how we came to the multi-party democracy, for which Georgia were able to ascend to the presidency, then I can't back up my view. And I want to give credence to all of those luminaries, political luminaries, such as Dr. Tubana Tipote, uh, the deceased Dr. Sawyer, Dr. Mason, and all of those people who help us to bring in all of the parties. So that would be my take on the question.
Okay.
Back to you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Napet. And let me just piggyback on what you said. Well, to our listener, those what I mean is to just go off what Mr. Napet said about some of the things he mentioned while he was speaking. Um, he talked about, if Mr. Solo wasn't a decent man, the president would have nominated him to represent the country. And I want to wholeheartedly agree with that. I think in this life, we see your reputation goes before you. If it is good, you will be in the company of greatness. If it is bad, you will be rejected and frowned upon. In very important circles. And I think the late Ambassador George Solo built a very strong character and a reputation. So much so that, and this is what I want to bring in, I'll come to you, Mr. Nubo, and maybe you can talk about this, and I'll come back to Mr. Nippet. We heard tonight from Ambassador Gus Wiasinian that the initial position that he was nominated for was to represent Liberia at the EU. But then the president, knowing who the late Ambassador Solo was, said, "No, hold up. My arrest agenda is centered around agriculture, and I'm an agriculturist myself. And so I want to make sure that you, Mr. Solo, go to Italy at the World Food Program there and have us and give us a strong representation there." So that was the thinking behind that, as we were told here tonight. So, Mr. Nubo, take us down a journey here. What do you think that Mr. Boycott was thinking about this, and what would he have looked at within the character of former Ambassador George Solo to have nominated him to represent us at a very important organization like the World Food Program?
Well, I do not know. All I know is that he was nominated to be ambassador to Italy, and that was undermined by his own party, CDC. I didn't know about the EU assignment, and I feel that, this a young guy who at a tender age elevated the Congress for Democratic Change, and they came back to crack down on him. They didn't want him to make progress. He led them to victory, and they decided, no, that he should be defeated. And I feel that this is what we get from the action of CDC. Like human life now, we have all these sicknesses, this and that, no pressure, no this and that. And it doesn't take much time when it goes in or come home. And I think that's how he's gone now. And when will we have another solo? Maybe another 50 years, 100 years? A young guy. The guy who was born when I was in college. Led a party, a political party to a victory. How many times I've done that? 0. So this man is a hero. And here I cannot say what I don't know about. Appointment to Europe or EU, no this and that. No, I don't know about the EU appointment. I know about the Italy appointment. I know. That's all. That's all I have to say.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Nuba. And Mr. Nepe, you've known President Boyka for quite some time now. You served with him back in the days before he rised up to his current position as the president of the nation. And so no one else is more positioned than you to take us down this line as far as the thought process that he may have gone through while he was considering the late Ambassador Solo for the position in Italy. And that we know now that it was going to involve representation at the World Food Program. And like I said, knowing the fact that within the arrest agenda, agriculture is at the core of that agenda. So what would have gone through his mind while he was considering Mr. Solo?
Well, before I ended, I think the audience or you capture as a FAO.
Yeah, FAO. Thank you. Yeah,
I mentioned FAO is Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations. What might have prompted his decision instead of going to the Benelux country, which comprises all of the EU nations? The president has a background of agriculture. The president, one time I mentioned, while we were at LPMC, he was in Lofa County at the VCM, Bojiman Coffee May of the Liberian Produce Marketing Corporation. I think we have all heard that the driving thought behind the arrest agenda is road, and you cannot have road for people to just be going to party. And looking at our country, that most of the thing comes from the Leeward areas. I think he thought very wisely to put this young man. He needed somebody who is far-sighted, somebody who works out of the box, somebody who thinks very, very quickly, running on his feet. And even though His Excellency George Solo have had no governmental or experience in the diplomatic era, but the president, in his wisdom, felt that Mr. Solo was his suitable candidate to marshal all of the activities that we have commenced with our agriculture sector. And not only that, when I go back into history where we see Monrovia now, Benson Street, and all the other places, there was a company in Italy called Vianini Vianini was the company that marked all of our street, did a demarcation, and I let her borrow a phrase from my good gentleman, Brother Numo. He and Josh carry the same name, Josh Nubo. He said, when you have a demarcation, a passageway for people to go and you go and build a structure on it, of course it needs to be taken down. And so what I think the president was thinking too was in his thought, being one who resided in Monrovia and had gone to the College of West Africa. I think he had mandated Josh Solo in line with the agriculture things that we will be thinking about. Please make sure if you can find an Italian company that can come just as Vianini during the Tottenham tenure.
You make
to
me
help
to remember several things.
to help, but
Vianini.
that's why we are older, you know. To help the government, to help the people of Liberia structure our road system, and so yes, George, Ambassador Solo would have done just that if time. But you see, in God's book, there's nothing like a time. And I've told people whenever I have the opportunity to talk at funeral services, I say we all have a time. And that's why the baby will cry. I say, if I knew, I would not have come. When they tell you, say, you got 10 years, you got 60 years, you got only 70 years.
Mhm.
You know, and this is what is going to bring you back to me. It's written, it's structurally written, it's there. So all of these dances that we do, like as if we were penguins dancing by the seashore, amounts to nothing. But the little that we do, like as His Excellency George Solo has done, will be the legacy that we leave behind. So from the background of His Excellency President Boaka, being an agriculturist himself, he decided that Ambassador Solo was the best person at this point in time to run his program. Unfortunately, he is not alive. And I know he must have started something. To have started a party and take it to election, and take it not only to election, but elevate the standard bearer to the highest seat, of the land. And that person became president. I knew that young man was going to do his best. Having not served in government before, having not served in any mission before, to be appointed Liberia's ambassador to the Food and Agriculture Organization in Italy, I knew that man was moving very fast. I knew he was moving very fast. And if God had allowed him, unfortunately, he's not alive, we would have seen a similar thing to complement all of his good works with the CDC. Unfortunately, I have not heard it, but I was reading some statements, and he left the CDC, and the CDC doesn't go. They've not gone to a better place where he's not going to be cursed anymore. So in the wisdom of the president, he made a good decision.
Okay.
To have sent His Excellency George Solo to Italy.
Okay. Mr. Nua, you see, Mr. Nippy reminded you of so many things.
Oh, please repeat.
Your connection, Mr. Nuba, you're breaking in.
agree 100% with Mr. Um, I feel that we, Liberia,
Mr. Newell, can you move? Well, I think you have to move a little bit because whatever you are, your line of connection is very bad.
okay. Uh,
We can hear you, but it's not like you're stuttering.
yeah, maybe I need to come back.
Okay. All right. So, I'm really enjoying the conversation. Seriously. I mean, like you said, Mr. Nepe, the two of you and Mr. George Nubo are really providing some very, very serious perspective here tonight. And it is in connection to the deceased Honorable and Ambassador George Solo. And for me, I'm learning. Even though I'm asking the question, but I'm learning a whole lot. And I'm sure others that are listening to are doing the same. But as we go into the next 30 minutes of the show, or I see Mr. Newell back in the studio. Let me bring him on. Mr. Newell?
Yes, I'm back.
Okay, good. All right.
Even though it looked like I'm there twice.
Yeah, I'm gonna take you off here now. Okay, there you go.
Okay. I mean, I agree with what Honorable Nippy has said. And I feel that we, the young and old people here, mainly in the diaspora, we need to be the next George Soros. What will people remember us by
Yes.
when God called us? In Plymouth Saraka District, in Maryland County, in Liberia, what will people remember George Numo of? What will people remember Honorable Nippy of in Shashtown, Grand Cru, in southeastern Liberia, in Liberia? So we need to, I always tell people I'm on my way to the graveyard. And my wife and other people, my relative advise me, say, don't stop saying that. It's kind of scary. But that's it.
But it's a necessary end that we all
Yes,
have to meet.
we have to prepare. And we need to do things for our unfortunate brothers and sisters on the ground. I think I told you before. Oh, my cousin Isaac Russell, my late cousin Isaac Clark Russell, called me and said, "Oh, we want to build a latrine in Plebo." And I said, "No, is that what you call me for? A pit latrine?" I said, "I want to be part of it." He was the president of the Maryland organization. I said, "I want to be part of it." He said, "What do you think?" And I told him how the center should be. Have these bathrooms with running water, have a shop in it, to sustain the place, and what have you. And we spent about $46,000 to build the center in Plebo. And as we speak, that center is the place that the how they call it, the National Transit Authority. They are renting in Plibo. I mean, you cannot be here in America and they pick la train in Liberia. So we have to make our marks while we are still living. And if we do that, people will sing more praises than we are singing, for Ambassador Solo now. So we have to start tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Nubo. So before you came back in, I was saying that the two of you have really drawn a lighter, an interesting perspective here. And as a young person, myself, I'm learning a lot from the both of you, and I'm sure other people my age are also learning. They're doing the same as well. And so let's say, like I say, in the last 30 minutes I really want us to now look into I think we have looked in the past and draw some lesson from there. I want us now to look into the future, because I think this is what the late Ambassador George Solo wants us to do. As the Liberia he leaves behind, what would he like to see it become 10 years from now? The body politics that he has left behind, and with all its players that are moving and shipping things within it, what would he want to see them do? So let's talk about that. And let me start off with you, Mr. Nepe. I always tell, when it comes to the body politics, I said, people should not look at political parties as a play where to go and just, gain membership. So it should not be a place where you go and just gain membership and sing praises to the leaders and carry the badge, But I always said you should look at yourself as a government in waiting. And there's a reason why I propose this theory. Because once you do that, you start to develop that characteristics, that thinking, that posture, that when that time comes, you had already been grounded into leadership, into thinking as national leaders. And I think from my perspective, this is what is missing. But let's tie this into what Solo would like to see and based on what he has accomplished in his short time in politics. And if he were here with us, what he would like to see going forward, just knowing, the little history he left behind. I've given you my perspective, but let's see, what would you tie that into? And maybe you can give your own perspective as well. But what would you think he would appreciate going forward? Mr. Nepe, let's start with you.
Loaded question.
Yes, it is.
I would dissect it in a number of ways. You see, I've always said that your behavior is an embodiment of who you are, and it talks about or speaks loudly about your character. The George Solo can you hear me?
Mr. Nubo, you say you don't hear us?
No, I mean, I could not hear Mr. Nipe, but I hear you.
Well, do you hear it now?
No.
You can't hear me?
Okay. Maybe let me come back in.
Okay, sir. All right.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Mr. Nipe. Go ahead, sir.
So when they speak about one's behavior, it impinges on your character. There's some sort of your character is the way and manner in which you behave. And that is what people will call, oh, the man character is good, the man character is bad. What would George Soros want to see Liberia become? George Soros want to see young people coming up and doing those things that are within their reach when the opportunity is given. Unlike other people who, when they give them small job, they start to steal. They start to take. They don't do anything but all they think about to build fancy homes. I think the young man George Soros was decent against the backdrop that wherever he went, starting with the Congress for Democratic Change, if he were a greedy man, if he were egocentric, if he was somebody who did not understand that the beautiful picture can, which the people call mosaic, or a beautiful mat, designed with great hands, great minds, but with composite pictures. So that when people look at it, it becomes a mosaic, it is a mosaic, and the people are attracted to the beauty. So I think Ambassador Solo would like to see a new Liberia in the wake of his passing. We would like to see that Liberia transformed dramatically. Because I think Ambassador Solo has visited several African countries. When he was political chairman for the CDC, he must have drawn his wisdom how to elevate the party to the apex of leadership. And secondly, he did not like the way the party was driving its efforts. He did not like it. He thought the party would come into, because it's for democratic change, Congress, a group of people put together for democratic change. And he saw that change was not visible. He saw that people were not concentrating on Liberia. He saw that men and women in the Congress for Democratic Change, was what he thought, were there to amass wealth like other people before them. So Ambassador Solo felt that he could not be with his party any longer. I don't think they pushed him out. There are times that you have this dissenting opinion, and when you differ with people who used to like you before, then they don't like you again because they feel that you should be the red-haired lizard. And the human mind is not like a red-haired lizard. You cannot be timid when you know that the truths are there to say. And you just saying yes, sir. Everything you say, yes, sir. No, there must come a time you say no, sir. But be gentle about it, how you say no, sir. So, His Excellency, the departure ambassador would like to see Liberia on the new trajectory. A trajectory that marries improvement with development. a trajectory that makes Liberia formidable in all fields, in agriculture, in engineering, in the strengthening of our national security apparatus, precisely the police and the army. You want to see road built, and you want to see young men being given the baton by the older people or be assisted, because experience matters in governance. Experience matters in governance. And that is why the CDC failed, because they didn't have any governing experience. They were all new to the game. And they're like, and I put it in a basketball or football metaphor. When you are not seasoned basketball player or football player, you just run around the court. You just run about. You don't understand the system of play, the pattern of play, the strategy that is there. So he would like to see, he would love to see Liberia in his absence, becoming something like Ivory Coast. Built by Houphouët-Boigny, even though he was old, but with bridges, with skyscrapers. And I think the ambassador would like to see a complementing kind of educational system where you don't have only book in the hand, but they have some tools in the other hands. Something that some people can do. You like to see blacksmiths. You would like to see engineers, mechanics. You would like to see in the years to come that we are feeding ourselves. You would like to see, like we were thinking when we were at the Chancery, a toll system, where when the people going up, they're carrying goods, at least $1 that we thought about at the time, and when they're coming down, they can pay the same dollar. That will enhance the viability of the economy. You would like to see the banks being opened to young entrepreneurs or people who are interested in building, in businesses. You would like to see infrastructure development, and not anything that is bordered on corruption. Because if that young man were corrupt, I would not take my bicycle and give it to him if I had one. And those were the qualities that President Boubacar saw in him. That George Solo, a young man having millions of dollars to structure a party and position a party to the leadership of the country, this man can be trusted. This is a gentleman. This is a gentleman. This gentleman has distinguished himself amongst his peers. This gentleman here can do more things if he's giving the responsibility. This gentleman can help my government, help the country to do a lot of things and transform the face of the country, and from a village phase to a developed phase. And those are to aggregate all of the things that I think he would like to see. He would like to see transformation. Transformation will want to be the word that I will try to ascribe to. If there's anything that Ambassador Solo would like to see, he would like to see Liberia transform.
True.
And transform in all sectors of development. The JFK should not be like that when people are running up and down coming to the United States for treatment. Ambassador Solo would like to see a modernized JFK with new beds, with a health exchange system with doctors coming from the United States, coming from Italy. I'm sure you are working on something like that to come and train our doctors to just polish their skill, workshop, and all of those things, so that will stop our money from flowing from Liberia into the larger economies of the world.
All right.
So that when somebody is sick, one senator is sick, he does not ask for $30,000 or $50,000 to come to the United States for treatment. But go right to JFK. So he saved that $30,000. He can have at least $3,000 while he is there, and then $27,000 will be saved.
Sure. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Napier. That was excellent. Mr. Nubo, are you with us?
Yes, I'm with you.
Okay, excellent. So you heard a question before you dropped off. What will the late Ambassador George Solo want to see? Now we want to leapfrog into the future and just pick his brain based on what he has done and what he'll want to see the future of Liberia looks like, including our body politics. What say you, sir?
Well, I don't want to read his mind, but I want to say the Liberia, he would have appreciated. A few days ago, you and myself were talking about Getty. Made in Liberia, car tires, since 1926, we have Firestone. We have not had anything like that.
Yep.
We had all these oil palm companies. Here in the U.S., we go and buy palm butter cans. There's none from Liberia. Even though we have oil palm companies in Liberia, including Maryland Oil Palm Plantation or Gordon, Veronia, and other companies. And value added, I think those were I'm not saying those are the things he wanted to have done, but those are the things he would have loved to see in Liberia. We get this MOPP. We cannot even make soap. We cannot make argo oil in Maryland County. In Sano County, in Grand Crew County. We have the companies now. We have the production. And see what B Mountain is. They tell they make more than $1 billion. And what did the Liberian government receive?
1.6 billion to be exact.
Okay, 1.6. And we receive no chicken feed. So I feel that changes in that. Getting the complaint to report to the government and for the government to compare the company to pay what it's supposed to pay. I feel that Mr. Solo would have loved that. So these are just the gist of we have iron ore, Asala and who is making steel now in Liberia, and at Saint Jackie.
Yeah.
And we had Lamco from
Indian
the
name.
60s, from the
Yeah.
1960s. We had Firestone from 1926, and yet say Liberia is not capable of manufacturing a condom. And I feel that Mr. Solo would have loved that. That we go, we see Liberia producing condom or exporting condom to the US, to Europe, to the rest of Africa for our rubber. And he would have loved to see that Jetty won rubber now.
Yeah.
So why Firestone cannot send their rubber to Jetty? I feel that he would have loved that. Send your rubber to Jetty, and they say Liberia rubber make the best tires in the world. So no, these are the things. I I have not read any detailed information about him, but I feel that if Liberia is taking these steps, I feel that Ambassador Solo will be smiling in her grave. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Newble. Oh, wow. I mean, I could say let's take another hour or two on this conversation. I mean, to be frank, I mean, for the time we've been here on this show, in and out, I never enjoy a very, choose more correctly here. I think I appreciate all of our panelists and all the time they spent here. But to have such a well organized, well, articulated, well analyzed conversation and moving such a wonderful flow, the ambience of it blows me away. And I could see all night having a conversation. But we operate on time, and so we got 10 minutes left. So let me just say my piece on what we'll Solo want to see in a very, very short statement. So Solo was the one who coined the term, the youth. I think there was a phrase for that. It's time for the youth, something like that. Time for young people to take over the leadership of Liberia.
Okay.
And then we see, it became a buzzword, a buzz phrase. I'm sorry, young leadership. But we know where that went, and as a young man, I cannot, take anything home out of that experiment. I think that experiment went pretty bad. I think that experiment went pretty bad. And while Ambassador Solo was here, he also acknowledged that, and he had a very fiery exchange with our then finance minister, Mr. Tuer, on one of the sisters networks, Spoon, and expressing his frustration on that. So I think he will love a recalibration on what we as young people, should do at this point to prepare ourselves for the future, because Liberia depends on us. And I couldn't agree more with the assessment that you guys made. I know, Mr. Nipper, you talk about healthcare, the JFK, and the healthcare tourism that we're not taking to Ghana. All of our money going to Ghana. and then some are still flying out here into the white man's world to get medical treatment. These are resources that we want to stay in Liberia, to help improve JFK, like you rightfully said. And like Mr. Noble said, we are known for, the very fine, durable latex in the world. And so, yeah, why is it we're not producing one of the most consumed product on earth, condom? Why aren't we doing that? We should be doing that. We should be becoming one of the richest country based on condom production, because it's one of the most used resources in the world. That is a fact, proof, evidence. So I definitely agree. And like you end up, Mr. Noble, I think if we were to do that, I think we will keep Mr. Ambassador George Solo happy in his afterlife. But it was a great show from my end. In the last 7 minutes and a half, I want to go back to you guys so you can give us your closing and your parting comments. Thank you so much to the both of you. And I want to thank you for spending time with us and providing such beautiful, beautiful perspective from looking back and looking to the future. I think a lot will flush out here today. Listen, Nuba, we come to you, and I'll end with Mr. Nippet.
Okay. Thank you very much. And thanks to our listeners for being so patient to listening to what we have to say.
Yeah. Mr. Nuba, if you're speaking, we're not hearing you. Mr. Nuba? I think some connection problem. Okay. Mr. Napier, I'll take you, and then when he comes back, we'll go to him again. Mr. Napier? You're muted, sir. I know you try to unmute. There you go.
Yeah, okay. Thank you so much. We incorporate my ending statement about development. Let me thank the radio audience.
Are you hearing me?
They have not called as they did on 2 days ago.
Can you hear me?
Okay.
Let me go ahead.
I was talking, and then somebody tried to call me, and that was
Look at that.
interrupted me. And
Okay.
Close up.
I enjoyed the show. It was a very good show. And we have to, even though some of us are old now, but we have to emulate the lives that Mr. Solo lived. What can we do in society? What can we do in our villages? Mr. Solo made his contribution to the nation. But we have to narrow it down. What can George Noble do in Maryland to say, if Mr. Solo was still living, he would have done this in this county or in his county. What can Mr. Nepe do? I mean, all it's not money. Some of these things, that is thinking. That is innovation. Solo did not have money to do these things here. But here, brain to think. Here, brain to innovate. So the message I want to leave here is that Liberia needs to turn to what? Innovation, technology, science, and the rest of it. Some of them will ask me if Solo was in science or STEM education. No, he was not there, but he paved the way. Most of these scientists, the great scientists we're talking about, they were not scientists, but they came up with some of these theories, some of these formulas that we are using today. So what can George Numo do? What can Archie Wright do? What can Honorable Nepe do to lift Liberia up, to make Liberia an innovative nation? I mean, we can capitalize on the unfortunate death of Solo, and say we are lifting the whole nation up. And that's all I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Nepe. I'm sorry, Mr. Nuba, that was profound. Very profound. Thank you. Mr. Nepe, I'll take you, sir.
Well,
I don't hear any of you, though.
well, we can hear you. Why you can't hear us?
Yeah.
It's strange.
I know. Yeah, you go ahead, Mr. Nepe. He's close up already, so that's good.
I will encapsulate everything I've said in a short sentence. Liberia has become the little boy who, because of money, his mother has cooked, the food is his, but he would prefer his friend who would give him $1 to eat about 85% of his food only because he needs $1. What am I saying? George Solo would hate to see that. That's why he didn't run. That's why he didn't run away with CDC funds to have amassed wealth and escape the scene. All of our businesses, like Mita Steel, the Indian man, the one that making steel now, a few years ago when I worked with LPMC, was not making any steel. He was right by Mrs. Duke, but now he has stores all over Liberia and then he's making steel. And we are thinking about giving him rubber. Can the Liberian do that? Can Liberia go to the bank? Cannot the bank empower Liberians to go to the bank and open a steel mill? And every purchases, deposit the money in the bank. You want to buy my steel rod? Go to Bank of Monrovia and pay the money in the Bank of Monrovia, or go to whatever bank is in Liberia, pay the money and bring the receipt to me. The bank can draw on its funds. When you don't have money, your country can help. Dangote started small.
Yep.
He started small. The banks in the country helped him. Today, Dangote is a billionaire. Why should we be depending on an Indian man to start making steel rods from our own iron ore that he gets from his Indian partner? Why can it not be Liberian? They say the flesh is willing, but the body is sick. We have the minds to transform Liberia. There are Liberians right in Liberia that are millionaires, multi-millionaires. Can they not help other Liberians? But they keep the money. Because the thing is, if they help other Liberians who have better ideas than they have, that those Liberians will be multi-million. But the more we are multi-millionaires in Liberia, the better it is. Then the parallel will be that we will come to a complete equilibrium. Then the economy will not be bad. Because you look on the right, you got billionaires in Liberia. You go on the left, you got billionaires. Then the scale is balanced. So we can help our brothers and sisters. And people will not be looking out for hangouts. So the bank in Liberia, the government new policy is that if you have a good idea, come. That's why I like the Baptist church song. Even though I'm a Catholic, come all ye faithful, wherever you language. So if we are the faithful to Liberia, then we should not be languaging. We should come to Mother Liberia. Mother Liberia should entrust us. How are you going to pay this money here? I think that's what George Solo wants to see. Well, if I build the factory, before they purchase anything here, they pay to the bank and they come to me. It's like what is happening to the schools. The Catholic school introduced a system. When we work on the pastoral council, we felt that the principal were eating the money. We came up with a robust idea. Not a single dime should be paid to the principal's office or the register office. The register is there to take the students in, but every dime, every 1 cent be paid to the bank and they bring a receipt and that student is registered in the school. The Catholic schools now are not taking money. So the same can obtain in the governing system to transition our country from a village to a beautiful city, the shining city on the hill. To make our beaches as pristine as they are, commensurate with what the beauty is, so that the cities become beautiful as well. Then this home of glorious liberty can be ours. If our government can say, listen, what do you want to do? Do you want to sell palm oil? Yes, I want to export palm oil. Do you want to export cassava? Yes, I want to make a farm and export cassava. We'll give you the money. Get a letter of credit through a bank. The money goes to, because we did that for LPMC. Get the money, get the letter of credit open to the bank and money be paying in the bank and the bank holds the money. So you're not using the money, you own a payroll, you own a presenting payroll to the bank. And the bank gives you the money for your operation and your employees pay, and the farm is running, the business is running. But who keeps the money? It's not you who own an X, Y, or Z business. Like the Catholic system, school system I talk about, you want to purchase anything from a company that manufacture tires, Liberian that manufacturing tires. You take the money to the bank. $200 for the tire, $10 for the tire, and you bring the $10 receipt. So the bank account will be debited, and your account will be credited. At the end of the day, you can reconcile the accounts. We need Liberia. Liberia should not be like the little boy I talk about, who has a plate of rice, but because of $1 business, it permitting 85 to 90% of his rice to be eaten because a friend will gain $1. So he remains empty most of the time. And the dollar he gets cannot do anything. Put it in context. We have the Beer Mountain. Beer Mountain making billions of dollars, but they're giving us $200 million per annum. Subtract $200 million from $1 billion, thousand, a million. Subtract that. See how nominal that $200 million is. Go to Mr. Mittal Steel. The Indian man is there, taking billions and billions of dollars from us. He has not built a university and a hospital in Grand Bassa County. Go to China, India, no, Greater China, who now controls the BMC, Bank Mining Corporation. They are not giving us anything. BH Billiton, they're not giving us anything. So there should be a new paradigm shift in the thinking process of the government. There should be and all of these things are you can equate them to national security, where the people are poor and the Oxala are richer. The country, the question of dependency is never answered. If you have 1,000 expatriates that are billionaires in Liberia, it'll be like a suction valve taking the 5 million persons as slaves. There gotta be a new thinking, Joshua is telling me. Joshua is being vocal in his demise. My people, you gotta start thinking anew. All of these things you're giving to the expatriates, you can do it through the banking corridor. And Liberia can be like Dangote. Liberians can be like Dangote. Because in West Africa, we are very smart. We are very, 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 very gifted. There are innate qualities within each Liberian that can be harnessed to make our country the most prosperous, the most beautiful country. Imagine during the Tottenham time, people used to come from all over Liberia. I mean, all over the world to come to Liberia. Liberia is God's own paradise in Africa. But do we see it that way? No. We just got this crab mentality, never to let other people succeed, but the few. That's why Liberia looks as it is. So George Solo is speaking through me today to say, government, I have died. I've set an example. I want my country to be built on love. I want my country, I need my country to be built on the interest of everybody to be merged together, because united we will stand. And if we continue to be divided, we shall fail, and the country remains in the hands of the strangers. Just Toto speaks tonight. Though he is gone, but he speaks through me that he wants to see Liberia developed by Liberia, of Liberia, with Liberians' effort. And Liberians are not stupid. We have engineers. Why can you amalgamate all the Liberian engineers into one pool and give them the contract? Give them all of the things that they need and build our own country. If it can happen in Burkina Faso, the little boy just under 3 years have transformed a desert country. What can it not happen to Liberia? Is it because of our crab mentality? And I say that again. George Solo wants us to eviscerate, to cancel, to mash off this self-centeredness, the crab mentality. We in a basket together. When one going out, we bring that one down. So as a result, the Indians, the Lebanese, the strangers in our home would drill us around as if we were penguins marching by the sea. I want to thank the radio audience this evening. And I want to thank you, Mr. Wright, for bringing about the Ambassador Solo's legacy, which in my mind truncates any other thing, because he had the interest of Liberia at heart. And he is saying to Liberia today, wake up. Wake up. Be your brother's keeper. Liberia belongs to Liberians. And it is only Liberians that can build Liberia. I want to thank the radio audience, and I want to thank my colleague, Mr. Nubo, for coming out with those very important points. And thank you, Mr. Host.
All righty. As usual, you guys don't disappoint. You always delivered on the money. And for that, I want to thank
Mr.
you.
Host?
Yes, Mr. Nubo? Mr. Nubo, can you hear
Mr.
me?
Host gone to sleep?
No.
Oh. He on you again. He on you again.
I know. No, why you can't hear me? So you think I'm sleeping? Mr. Nubo, can you hear me? Of course not. Okay. Thank you.
He eating palm butter.
Butter.
Wait, tabadu.
With a few crab legs in it.
I tell you, when a palm butter leave.
Maybe you added the bitter roots too.
I say.
He coming right back.
he will get ready for her tomorrow. Oh no, not on the show tomorrow.
Mr. Nubo, can you hear us?
I can hear you. I can hear you. You finish eating your palm butter now?
Okay, you were trying to say something?
No. I mean, it's Honorable Nippy got through his literature, and we were trying to hear from you, and because of the delicious palm butter you were eating, nobody could hear you. So we are waiting for you, for us to retire.
Okay. This time I was saying we're going to close up. This is all the time we have. Studio, thank you for being there. Thanks to everybody out there for listening. It was a beautiful show, and I think we did justice to the memory of our great, young, intelligent, forceful, outright, upfront, very okay. The studio don't want to go with it. Keep okay. Our brother ambassador, George Solo. I think we did a very good job on his behalf today. To all those out there who love Mr. Solo, continue to keep it in your prayers. His family, his children, and the rest of the loved ones out there. He has did his time here. He did what he had to do. He served his time with us. And we had to do this today just to remember him. And I want to thank my fellow panelists, for coming on and staying this long and doing such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful job. Thank you all. This is all the time we have. Madam Manager, I know you are in studio today. You can take it away. We'll say good night and see you on Monday.
We salute our audience.
Yeah.
And we call it a night.
Yes, sir. We do. Madam Manager, studio, are you
Good
there?
night, Josh. Good night, all.
Good night, Mr. Nippet. Good night, Mr. George Nubo. All right. So I guess the studio